The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blue Hens will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined.
He's loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
So now it's second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
So Delaware's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Duggar. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Going to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. To the air. It's Rivers. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
On third down, going up top. Floats it out in space. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. And it... explosive play to the 40. The Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback, but how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, right? So you've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here's a hit. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Rivers. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Delaware.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Duggar. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. They'll try it on the ground, running the catch. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quick completion to the right. Turning on the Jets. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10.
And that's a first down.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Pocket breaking down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quick shuffle pass underneath.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's got him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick Left, looking for the first down. He's got first down yardage as they move it to... four.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. They just keep firing. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
There's no substitute for experience, and the QB did the right thing there. Third and short in field goal range. Can't take a negative play, can't turn it over. Just throw it away. Now, if you want to kick a field goal, you've got that opportunity.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We're able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Quickly complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll do it himself. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Punt is on its way. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. Under fire. Makes the grab inside the 30. Lots of running room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Rice. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll immediately call timeout. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Ripping through the defense. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the boot, looking for his man. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Makes a man miss. Oh, a lot of space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got a man. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing to the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Here comes the heat. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Rivers. Pressure coming. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. He He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. A full dive to haul that one in.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Stumbled to the ground. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space. Team in much better field position. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. Touchdown, Delaware. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 8 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Makes the catch. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Bobcats are rolling down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
Touchdown, Texas State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be.